Hello! If you're watching this video, then this is a re-upload of my video on top 10 strange facts about Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm just going to use this additional segment to ask for you to subscribe to the channel with notifications on. I'm a horror themed channel, and if you want to see different types of horror media covered to you in the style of story format or true crime with a bit of narration, then stick around because your help makes this possible. This video was recorded when I used to do top 10 videos, but if you want me to bring them back and if you like this style of video, then let me know because I'm up for it. But with that being said, I hope you enjoy the video. Five Nights at Freddy's is known for its eerie atmosphere and convoluted lore that has kept players gripped since 2014, not just for nostalgia but to make sense of the story. And since that year we've been exposed to different parts of the lore that's just left us scratching our heads. From Fazgoo to blob-like animatronics, nothing ever seems to add up. With that being said, I'm James from Horror Recapped, and today I'll be counting down my picks for 10 strange facts about Five Nights at Freddy's. Before we get into it, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, as this will help me achieve my goal of 100 subs by the end of this year, and it also tells me that you like the horror content that I produce for my channel. It would be greatly appreciated. Number 10. The animatronics have a brain? Five Nights at Freddy's 4 was released on the 23rd of July 2015 and gave us a new roster of animatronics known as the Nightmares. One of these animatronics, however, stood out from the rest. This animatronic in particular is known as Nightmare. This character is unlocked by completing Night 6, which grants you access to Nightmare mode. If you survive until 4 AM on Night 7 in this mode, the main line of animatronics that normally try to hunt you down are replaced with Nightmare, a dark semi-transparent version of Nightmare Fredbear. Due to Nightmare being semi-transparent, fans have noticed something different about this certain animatronic. A brain? Or something that almost looks organic. Sadly, this is not the case, though that would be a cool concept. What appears to be the brain in the Nightmare animatronic is actually an endoskeleton head visible through its semi-transparent body. Though it has a rounded brain-like shape that has fueled FNAF theories over the years, it is not what we thought it was. The endoskeleton head design is the same for all the Nightmare animatronics, so this design was not intentional, though fans haven't stuck with that concept. In fact, the visual cue is widely considered to be a symbolic element that serves for the game's lore, such as the victim's head injury in the mini-games, or the idea that the events of the game take place in a dream or coma. Number 9. Is Special Delivery canon? FNAF AR Special Delivery was an augmented reality mobile game where players used their phone's camera and GPS to fend off animatronics that would appear in their real-world location. The game is no longer playable as its servers shut down on March 14th, 2024, and I'm still mourning the loss to this day. This begs the question, is the game even canon? Well, yeah, it is. The game's storyline involves Fazbear Entertainment sending real animatronics to people's homes via an augmented reality service, which is an official part of the lore. This has been confirmed by the official FNAF character encyclopedia that was released back in 2023. This game's lore has been connected to other canon entries, such as contributing to the origin of the Blob in Security Breach. Number 8. Who is Golden Freddy possessed by? Golden Freddy is a gold-coloured version of the original Freddy Fazbear animatronic, and their presence is more ghostly and more associated with the paranormal compared to the rest of the animatronics. They are a secret character that you can find during the earlier games, and in the later games, they are an overarching antagonist appearing in various forms and mini-games throughout the franchise. We all know the original four are possessed by the souls of the dead kids, but who inhabits Golden Freddy? Unlike in the movie where it looks like just one child is possessing Golden Freddy, it is believed to be not one but two spirits inhabiting the Golden Freddy animatronic. These two souls being a vengeful girl named Cassidy and the crying child whose name is often theorised to be Evan, but that is a whole can of worms I am not getting into. While other theories exist, the evidence points to these two spirits being connected to Golden Freddy, with Cassidy being the more revenge-driven spirit. Number 7. Are the toy animatronics possessed? This question has plagued the FNAF community. Although we are not too sure, we can make some understanding of it. The toy animatronics are not explicitly confirmed to be possessed by individual children in the same way the original animatronics are, but they are widely believed to be either indirectly possessed or controlled by the puppet. This is because the toy animatronics have the same characteristics as the original animatronics, which suggests some form of supernatural influence. They attack the player who is an adult guard, but are fine with the children, which is a key trait for possessed animatronics. Some theories do suggest that their AI was corrupted by something called Remnant, which is something I am not getting into. The Remnant was passed into the toy animatronics when the parts from the older animatronics were used to create the toy animatronics. So technically speaking, the souls were split? It's hard to explain, but to put our overthinking to rest, the toy animatronics have some kind of possession of no specific entity. How does that sound? Number 6. Can you control the fate of any FNAF game? This is a cool concept that all of us have encountered in different types of media, whether it's turning to a specific page in a puzzle book to follow a certain path, or Telltale games like Life is Strange, Batman the Telltale series, or even Doki Doki Literature Club. FNAF has touched upon this concept before back in the early days of FNAF 3. The bad ending is achieved when playing the game normally. When completing all the nights, you will see an image of the original 4 animatronics: Freddy, Bonnie, Chica and Foxy. They have been dismantled and their heads can be seen with glowing eyes with the title Bad Ending being displayed at the top of the screen. But this can be prevented, however. If you go back and complete some mini games that are secretly hidden throughout the different nights, you will be greeted by the same image, but the only difference being that the glow from the heads are gone, symbolising the souls of the deceased kids have now been put to rest. FNAF 6 is more well known for controlling fate due to there being 6 endings, these being the completion ending, bankruptcy ending, blacklisted ending, mediocre ending, insanity ending and the bad ending. Editor James here, just to let you know that the Lawkeeper ending isn't a bad ending. I don't know why I said that. The Lawkeeper ending is achieved when completing all the secret mini games that you can find throughout the game. This is not a bad ending, so apologies for that. The canon ending for FNAF 6 is the completion ending. This is done by successfully salvaging all the animatronics, and then Henry burns the place down while giving us one of the most badass monologues in horror history.
For most of you, I believe there is peace, and perhaps more, waiting for you after the smoke clears. Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole, so don't keep the devil waiting, old friend.
Security Breach has 6 different endings too, but this is going off some research that I've done. I haven't played this game myself. The ending called True is the canonical ending. Who would have guessed? This is a cool one. Number 5. You're never there for 5 nights. In the games, you play as a security guard at night in a pizzeria filled with murderous robots and really bad pay. It's alright though, you're only there for 5 nights. Well, as the title may suggest, none of the FNAF games actually have you play for exactly 5 nights. Doesn't that feel weird to say? FNAF 1 and 2 have you there for 7 nights. FNAF 3, 5 and 6 have you there for 6 nights. Help Wanted 1 and 2 have 40 nights according to Google. Fingers crossed they're right though, because I'm not going back and checking. Editor James from the future here, forgot to tell you that FNAF 4 has 8 nights. I don't know how I forgot my favourite game in the franchise, but I'm here to tell you now, so yeah. Back to the video. In Security Breach, you're there for 1 night, and according to a Reddit user, an ultimate custom night with the help of math, the possible amount of nights that you are there for is 508,032,000. Holy shit! And apparently that's only an estimation? I'm not even getting into it. Who do I look like? MatPat? It's just crazy to think that the title of the game is not what it seems, though I'm pretty sure in the movie they do actually go back for 5 nights. Number 4. We still don't know Phone Guy's name. Phone Guy is the voice you hear over the phone in some of the games and covers the history of the establishment that you are currently working in. Phone Guy's job is to help guide you and give you information on how to survive. We witness his death in Night 4 of the original game due to him being killed by an animatronic. Some people say it's Golden Freddy, but it hasn't been confirmed or denied. Phone Guy in the first and second game is voiced by Scott Cawthon, who is the person who started this entire franchise in the first place. We don't know much about Phone Guy, even to this day. This led to people thinking that Phone Guy was William Afton, aka Purple Guy. In the movie, William Afton pretty much acts as Phone Guy, giving Mike information over the phone about the establishment. This was definitely done on purpose, and there is no doubt in my mind that this wasn't a little nod to the fan theories back in the day. Number 3. Funko have an original character in one of the games. Funko are well known for their merchandise of pop culture IPs and those Funko Pops that I used to have a massive obsession with. Over the years, Funko have made loads of products using the FNAF IP, but one stands out from the rest of them. This being the Dark Springtrap Funko Pop, which was a Target exclusive back in 2017. This product goes for quite a bit now, especially on the second-hand market, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Dark Springtrap is not only canon, but is apparently the Springtrap model used in the Sister Location Custom Night cutscene. Besides Funko announcing that they have declining sales, this is the most surprising thing that Funko has ever done. Since we are on the topic of Funko, in Help Wanted there had planned to be blacklight characters, but they were later scrapped. They can be found in the game's files, but they've never made an appearance in-game. If you've ever wondered why Funko were making so many blacklight products based off FNAF characters, this is why. They didn't want to scrap the blacklight products due to the blacklight characters not being in the game, so they just went ahead and sold them anyway. I mean, fair enough. Now that Funko have lost the license to FNAF, I don't think we'll be seeing them anymore. Number 2. FNAF food is real? Picture this. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. You wake up with your mouth feeling dry and your hair looks like something out of a Tim Burton movie. You stumble downstairs to get yourself a bowl of cereal because that's the most important meal of the day. Your life is a mess. Bowls, plates and kitchen utensils are left all over the kitchen due to you not having motivation to clean up after yourself from last night's dinner. You feel more redundant than that coat rack that your Aunt Nessie got you for your birthday. You open your cupboard, hoping, longing that something behind these dim wooden doors will at least bring some sort of happiness. Or if you're lucky, a smile. You slowly open the door to find Freddy Fazbear cereal! Back in 2018, a brand of cereal known as Nightmare Puffs released a limited edition FNAF themed cereal. Nightmare Puffs specialised in horror themed cereal, so that's pretty cool. The cereal is no longer available and is considered a rare discontinued product. It was originally sold exclusively at FYE stores, so if you happen to have a box of one of these, lucky you. Number 1. How many FNAF animatronics are there? Since FNAF started all the way back in 2014, we've had games, books, more games and more books, just a lot of media, and within those games and books we have been greeted with character after character, and there seems to be no sign of stopping. As of recording this video, which is either in November or December of 2025, if we take all the animatronics from every source of official FNAF media, including one-offs like Logbook Chica, that was only in one page of a book by the way, we have ourselves a total of over, oh my god, 1,400 animatronics. You know what? I blame FNAF AR for that ridiculous number. So yeah, that's about it. Five Nights at Freddy's is one of, if not the biggest horror game franchise ever, with no sign of stopping. And if this video does well, I'll be sure to do more FNAF content because I love this stuff and I don't think I could ever get bored about it. With that being said, I've been James from Horror Recapped, and remember to